Are you stupid or something? You probably are, and buddy, that's alright. You're in the right place to learn some stuff, so stick around and you just might. My name is Notme, and I'll be asking some Q's, and at the end you'll be riddled with A's. You might score real high, but even if not, you'll sure be glad you played. If you're looking for prizes, just move along, there's no money for you to earn. You win by trying and doing your best, your prize is the stuff you learn. If you want to be an artiste, you have to know all you can about the world of art. So engage with this quiz, and at the end you'll say, I am smart.
I am not me. I am art. And I am your host for I Am SmART, the quiz where people look to improve their art through learning and strive to earn the right to say, yeah, I am smart. The format of the quiz, very simple, very straightforward. All you're going to need for this quiz is something to write with, something to write on. I'm going to give you 3 rounds of questions, 3 musings, and a bonus round at the end. It's going to be 20 points overall. You're going to need a brain for thinking. You're going to need an imaginosphere for imagining, for engaging imaginatively with the quiz. Both are going to be tested here. Optional is a beverage. Optional is a beverage. Because although it absolutely means nothing for the actual quiz, doesn't really count to anything, doesn't really mean anything, but it does help it just brings us all together as a single unit, global, around the world, all doing the same thing. We're toasting. So here we go. I hope you've all got your beverages at the ready. Happy Sunday, Smarties, says Cameraman George. Thank you, Cameraman George. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you being there. To Shane Warne, the legendary Australian cricketer who sadly passed away earlier this month, arguably the greatest spin bowler of all time. Shane taught us that if you try your absolute hardest, you can spin anything you like, except reports of sexual indiscretions. To Shane. Double dip. Who have we got? We might have a reduced gang today, a reduced tube of Smarties today, as the clocks went back yesterday. So technically this feels to me on the East Coast like it's 11 a.m. This will be feeling to those on the West Coast like it is 8 a.m. I did offer yesterday on the socials. Why is that? It's always I did offer yesterday on the socials to give an extra bonus point to anybody from the West Coast who was tuning in. But it doesn't seem like there's anybody so far. According to Twitch over there, I've got one person watching. Which is untrue because I know Cameraman George and TB Douglas are both watching. So that's 2 straight off. So thanks very much for that. Twitch, probably best not to. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Just gonna get rid of it because it's not beneficial to anybody. Let's see what we've got for our rounds this week, shall we? Let's get rid of the chat. Let's pop in the rounds. We've got Yay or Nay. We've got Who Dat Artiste. We've got Odd One Out. We've got Iconic Art. Anagram a Ding Dong. Haikus Day. Red Herring. Gimme 5. Alpha Bart. Movie Ladder Spotlight and Art. Last week the high point scorer was Killer Kilch. Yet again, Killer on a real hot streak of kind of obsessed with my hair at the moment. This is really flopping over in a most pleasing way. Killer Kilch on a real hot streak at the moment. But Killer is, I believe, a West Coast person. I believe is a Seattleite. Probably got involved with me because of my presence on the West Coast. But I stayed with since my move to the East Coast. This is annoying me. I'm not sure if it's annoying anybody else. So I try and bring that in, but then that can't go down too low, otherwise you see it. Is that better? It's not. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. TB Douglas, I'll take those West Coast points if they're up for grabs. Are you on the West Coast, TB? If you're on the West Coast, you are more than welcome. I had in my head that you are not West Coast, but I could be mistaken, TB. I'm not on the West Coast. Well, then you don't try to get points that you're not. It was kind enough of me. It was kind enough of me to offer the points in the first place. But if that system starts to become abused, then I stop offering the points. That's how it works. Which means if Killer Culture is not watching, then we have that wonderful opportunity to be picking 3 full rounds from our patented Notme round selector. This is exciting. This doesn't happen all the time, guys. Doesn't happen all the time. So let's see what we've got. Let's get some sick EDM music. Let's pick some rounds, guys. Oh, that was lovely. That felt good to me. So what have we got? What did I just hold up? Yay or nay, Iconic Art. First outing for Iconic Art. And what was the other one? Haikus Day. Wow, what a week. I think this is going to be an absolute hot week of action here. So what have we got? Iconic Art. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Haikus Day. Oh, that's interesting. And yay or nay. Oh, they're similar, aren't they? So I'll have to do those separately. I think we're going to go yay or nay. We're going to go Iconic Art, and we're going to finish up with Haikus Day. Yeah? We're all happy with that? Uh-oh. Nana Hobob, hello from Los Angeles International Airport. My goodness, Nana Hobob. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And what an outstanding time for you to arrive. We're about to kick off with some yay or nay. It's going to be nice and easy, yay or nay. Yay or nay, guys. Nice and simple. In order to be a great artiste, you must be able to discern lies from truth. I'm going to give you 5 facts, 5 statements. I'm going to tell you 5 things. But do you believe me? Because I might be being as dishonest as that movie where the man who's going out with Beyonce cheats on her with Ali Larter. I mean, Ali Larter's great, but really? So we've got 5 statements, and uniquely for this round, this is unprecedented for yay or nay. The statement I'm making is the same for all of these. What do you mean, not me? I'm talking about arrested artistes. I'm going to give you 5 artistes, and I'm going to say, yes, they have been arrested in their lives. You just need to tell me whether you think they have or they haven't. Yay or nay? Yay, they have been arrested. Nay, they have not been arrested. Couldn't be simpler, couldn't be easier, couldn't be more fun, in my opinion. That's why I chose it. That's always my... It is always my motivation. Number 1, Jerry Halliwell. She's a Spice Girl. She's ginger. But that's not a crime. Not yet. We haven't got there yet. It may happen in the future. But for the right now, it's not a crime. But has she done something else in her life that has caused her to be arrested? That's the question that I'm asking you guys. That's the question that I am asking you. So Nana Hobbob, you get the benefit of that extra point. And if you're in Los Angeles International Airport's Wi-Fi, you might be dropping out here and there, which means you need all the points you can get. But well done and congratulations. And well done for the jet setting as well. Nana Hobbob did actually send me an email with a little bit of art. We might be able to see that later if I'm able to coordinate myself. We'll see if we're able to. Number 2. Reese Witherspoon. Has Reese Witherspoon ever been arrested? Surely not. But maybe I'm saying Reese Witherspoon because she seems like she hasn't, so it's more of a surprise that she has. Or maybe she just hasn't. SJBeck72, hi all, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, SJBeck72. Are you on the west coast of America, SJBeck72? I don't think you are. But if you are, you get an extra point because it's a little bit earlier today. A little bit earlier. Number 3. Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney? Paul McCartney? You kidding me? Has he been arrested? Really? Really? Paul McCartney? You guys wanted a little bit of music, didn't you? And none of these are music rounds, so I think we can have a bit of music, can't we? Let's just chill. Just chill, have a bit of music, why not? To get us away from all this negativity vis-a-vis arrestations. Mark Ruffalo, really? Mark Ruffalo's been arrested? Is that what you're telling me? Not me? Yeah, that's what I'm testing. That's what I'm telling you. But I might be lying. Ultimately, I might be lying. Final person who we're wondering, hey, did they get arrested? O.J. Simpson. I mean, we know that he had some trouble with the law, but was he ever actually arrested? Was he actually arrested, I suppose, is the question we're asking here? And then that's the end of the questions, but is that the end of the round? No, I've given you 5 questions, but I need to give you... You know what I need to give you? I need to give you that M. Need to give you that M. Did you hear that little email thing come through? I hope not. Which artiste would you most like to be arrested with and for what crime? We're wondering which artiste you would like to get arrested with and for what crime. Give me a little paint a picture for me. Paint a picture for me. What am I getting arrested for? Or what are you getting arrested for? Who are you getting arrested with? And what are you getting... What are the circumstances of that arrest? Nice and simple, nice and straightforward. I'm back to main. That's one round done, guys. And it's only 12:22. SJBeck72 lost track of the NYC time change. Yeah, that's understandable, I think. It's a crazy world that we live in, where we still, twice a year, have to change all of the non-internet enabled clocks in our house. Are you happy, farmers? Are you happy? Was it worth it, farmers? And also, thank you very much for all the vegetables and meat. Just to present both sides of the farmer debate, I suppose. What have we got next? What are we doing next? Are we finishing with that one? Are we finishing with that one? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, this is going to be good. You're going to enjoy this. Iconic. Oh, I should have turned the music off for that. Never mind. Guys, interpreting visual art is key. Yeah? If you go to an art gallery and tell someone, oh, I really like this painting of a dog because I like dogs, they're going to laugh you out of town. Because it's actually about climate change. Dog. How very literal of you. In iconic art, I'm going to show you 5 works of visual art, okay? You just need to tell me what they are. That's it. That's all. That's all it is. What's the theme, though? What's the theme here? The theme here is 500% movie posters. Nice and simple, nice and straightforward. Continuing our long line, our long, very fruitful line of quiz rounds based around movie posters. I'm going to show you some movie posters, but I've zoomed in 500%. They're 500% larger than they should be. I'm going to just be giving you a little bit of it, but blown up. And it's your job to tell me which movie poster these are. These are all iconic movie posters. So I'm not going to be picking some kind of Terrence Malick, Jim Jarmusch was seen by 50 people and then went straight to the Criterion Collection thing. These are all big posters for big films, okay? If I just showed you the films and took the thing away, you'd be able to, okay? Here's number 1. Easy, right? My gosh, that one's easy. My gosh, it's difficult for me to imagine an easier one that I could have started with. Just to ease you in, guys. Just to ease you in. You want another one? I'll give you another one. Here's number 2. I should have put numbers on these. But number 2. What's that? What's that? What's this art? What movie is this poster advertising? Blown up to 500%. This is basically putting you in the shoes of an elderly person who's hard of vision, and they're just really having to get up close. And you want to have a little look at it, but you can't because their little head is right up close. What is this? Someone with very poor vision. The kind of person that when you get used to the size of their eyes when they're wearing their glasses, and then they take their glasses off and they're like Milhouse in The Simpsons, just these little dots. You think, wow, you've got small eyes there, bro. You got pretty small eyes. How do you see things? And they say, with difficulty, hence the glasses. You think, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Number 3, coming at ya. What's that? What is that? A radiator of some kind? Maybe. Maybe it's one of those famous Radiator movies. Biopic of Terry Waite, perhaps? Or was it him who was chained to a... It's a little dark, but it's Sunday. Number 4. What's that? Gosh, what is that? What is that even? Nana Hobbob says, I like the 500% movie posters. Great bit of IMAGOVATION. I like that word, Nana Hobbob. I like that word a lot. Just wait for the arms, the emergency services to go by. Oh no, they're going away as it is. Okay. IMAGOVATION. Not wishing to tell you what it's, step into it and tell you what it means. Imaginosphere and innovation. And what I like about that is Imaginosphere is already a portmanteau. Copyright that word, SJPEX72. I will co-copyright that word with Nana Hobbob. Because imagination and sphere makes Imaginosphere, and then we add on innovation as well. So this is really a kind of a trifecta of it's you know, there's a family tree of that word. That makes me excited. That really does. Final movie poster, final 500% movie poster. I think this one's the trickiest. Be warned, guys. What's that? What is that? And there we go. Those are 5. If you need any of those again, please let me know. Unless I hear we're going on with the musing. The musing for that round. What is an element that a movie poster could have that will always get you to double take, if not go and see the film itself? Now, I'm not saying what would make you double take but not go and see the film itself. I'm saying it very possibly will make you go and see the film because this thing is on a poster. But at the very least, will get you to double take. What element will a movie poster have? Nice and simple and straightforward. Guys, it's 12:30. And we have already got through 2 rounds. Can you talk about impressively efficient? Can you talk about that for a second, please? I think you can. Impressively efficient. We are doing incredible, incredible work here. Okay? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's Sunday? Are we excited for the upcoming week? Are we sad that we have that we're running out of weekend? Give me a little update, guys. Give me a little update. Let's get to know you. As we are being so efficient, I feel like we can afford to be a little bit more lax. Nana Hobbob, why are you at the airport? Do you have a new job, perhaps? Or is there perhaps some kind of celebrity that you're looking to accost and get an autograph from as they get off a plane? What are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with here, Nana? Why are you at Los Angeles International Airport, commonly known as LAX? TB Douglas, I'm sad that I'm running out of Sunday, but pleased that the evenings will be lighter now. This is it. This is what we have to console ourselves with. That we are getting more... We're getting more evening now. It allows us to get out COVID is, I mean, who knows what COVID is doing, but with vaccinations and all of this kind of stuff, we're able to get out, we're able to do stuff a little bit more. Next week in New York, for instance, it's going to be between 12 and 22 degrees. Now that's perfect for me. That's perfect for me. For those who have my extreme sweat disability, much more than 22, that's going to put you in trouble. That's going to put you in a danger zone, yeah? But for right now, for 12 to 22, I'm happy with that. If it could stay like that, I think until November, that would make me happy. And because it's getting a bit lighter, you feel like you can get out a little bit more. You can do stuff in the evenings, yeah? It's exciting stuff. Out of hibernation. We're all like big bears, just roaming the city looking for honey. Maybe some salmon. Cameraman George missing that extra hour of sleep today. Yeah, understand that. Appreciate that. Yeah. It's you get the benefit of, hey, we've got good stuff coming, aka summertime, aka lighter evenings, but it's a real blow. It's a real blow, that 1 hour fewer sleep. SJBeck72, we're also looking forward to longer days, but we have to wait another 2 weeks. So what time is it for you now, SJBeck72? Can I ask that? Can I be that kind of boring person who's asking about time zones? So I know that there is a change. Are we at 6 or are we at 7 or what are we doing? How are we doing here? Because I forgot that we're changing your notch. 4:33. Okay. So fun. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll look forward to a couple of weeks when we are all on the same page. Until then, some great crowd work. I think I did some good crowd work there. Got everybody excited. Let's have some poetry. There's some poetry for you. Feels good, doesn't it? Feels good to be alive. Guys, poems are great. I love poems. You know this. Longtime fans will definitely know this. That I'm a poem guy, yeah? I'm a poem dude. Poems are great because they don't say exactly what they mean, yeah? It seems like it's about Lego, perhaps. But you need to interpret it properly to know that it's actually about how you need to be confident when you're talking to a mechanic when you're getting your car fixed, or those manual workers will rip you off, okay? That's the power of poetry. So I've written 5 poems here. I just need you to tell me what they're all about. But we're going to specify, I'm going to give you a topic. They're all about similar kinds of things. This one's quite interesting. I'm not sure where I came up with this one. Not sure where this bolt of lightning came from. Probably from Scandinavia. We're talking about Nordic artistes. I've written 5 poems. Each one is about a different artiste that hails from the Nordic countries. Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Norway, Iceland, Faroe Islands, and the other tiny little islands. I'll be honest, it's not about any of that. It's going to be on the big 5. You just need to tell me which Nordic artiste or artistes these are about. It's all about interpreting my words, which should be easy because I'm a very good poetist. She won an Oscar, not for being Lara Croft. No one ever will. What? She won an Oscar, not for being Lara Croft. No one ever will. Wow. Okay. This is interesting. So we know that she's won an Oscar. We know that it's a she. Not for being Lara Croft. Why would I have pointed that out? No one ever will. What does that What does that mean, that last line? What does that mean? Damned if I know. That's a lie. I know exactly what it means because I wrote it. There's your number 1. And your number 2, for this Dune actress, an impossible mission is never enough. Can I tell you? Can I tell you something, guys? These are 5 great poems. These are 5 great poems. But this one is outstanding. This one stands above all others. I would enter this into any haiku competition in the world. Because this is outstanding work. You know that I'm not one for blowing my own trumpet. You know this. But my God, if you know, you know. And if you don't know, you're going to know in a minute, because I'm going to let you know exactly how good this is. For this Dune actress, an impossible mission is never enough. Wow. Number 3, dancing on her own made her a dance music queen. Not bad for a bird. A bird? What does that mean? Why is bird spelled wrong? It's a Y instead of an I. What does that mean? Gosh. This is exciting. I'm excited, guys. Sometimes you just gotta hold your hands up. Say, this is a great round. This is a great round, and you're very, very privileged to be enjoying this round. There it is. Again, if you need any of these again, let me know. I'll go through them again at the end. Filled with anxious thoughts, most famous for one painting, it's so good you'll scream. What? What? T.B. Douglas, that one has stumped me. I'm not going to apologize for it, TB. I was about to apologize then, and I don't think I should. On second thoughts, I don't think I should. I think I should be confident in my own art. And if that stumped me, that to me sounds like a T.B. Douglas problem and not a Notme problem. And I don't intend that to be mean or harsh. I'm just saying. I will not apologize for making these, because it's about challenging you guys. I want you guys to be the best artists you can be. And interpreting art, interpreting poetry, is such an important part of that. So important. But also, it's kind of about rap music. Poetry and rap music are pretty much the same thing. Final haiku, a palindrome band named a song for a battle, not a train station. What does that mean? What are you doing this time, not me? What are you doing this time, bro? A palindrome band. A palindrome band. Yeah, that checks out. Named a song for a battle, not a train station. Wow. 575, guys. That's all it is. That's all a haiku is. It's great. It's great. Yeah, pretty pleased with this one, guys. Pretty pleased with this one. All top to bottom. Top to bottom. I mean, that one's the best. But they're all good. You want a musing? I'll give you a musing. And as I say, if there's any that you need, again, let me know. But which notable artiste would you be most comfortable spending 30 minutes in a sauna with, and why? Scandinavians love their sauna. Scandinavians love their sauna. For me, as a heavy sweater, sauna is like a torture device of sorts. It's like, oh, what if there was a hobby, a Scandinavian hobby of, standing on the top of very tall poles. I mean, actual thing, not Polish people. And then somebody who has a fear of heights says, "What are you doing, guys? What are you doing?" That's what this is like. That's a great analogy. Oh, this hobby that a lot of us Scandinavians do is we just get together and we look the number 1 and 3. 1 and 3. And then triskaidekaphobics, fear of the number 13s, are like, dude, are you nuts? That's the worst thing in the world for me. Which notable artiste would you be most comfortable spending 30 minutes in a sauna with, and why? Get down your answers. Get down your answers, please, as we finish the quiz in a tight... I mean, it says 42 minutes there. It says we've been live for 41 minutes, but let's not forget, 5 of those are the countdown. So we've really just... Ooh, this is muscular and lean and compact. This is like turkey burgers. Wonderful stuff. To reward you, I always like to give you a little bit of art at this point. And I did mention earlier that our good friend Nana Hobob, who as expected is kind of drifting in and out from LAX, but on his travels, sent me this. There's a bit of travel art, and sent it with a note. With a note. Says, to me, it has a certain Dadaist quality. Love that. That says, quote, in Los Angeles, art is expensive and trash, rubbish, is plentiful. Sometimes we must decorate with what we have rather than what we want. And I think that's lovely. I think that I had a real look in on this, a real like zoomy. I did a 500% movie posters on this, and I have no idea what this stuff is. I don't know whether it's like black bin liner that they've kind of formed into wires. That's making it ductile. That's a lovely word. Or whether it's just, I don't know, old cassette tape, loop it, whatever it is. I'm going to take Nana Hobob's word for it that this is absolute trash, rubbish. This is garbage art. And I like that because it says, hey, what about things that other people would throw away? I'm going to make something out of. Yeah? Things that other people would say, no, I don't like that. I'm going to take that and say, no. With a little bit of creativity, I can do something wonderful with this. Thank you, TB. That is art. That is art. You want another example of it? I've got another example of it. This is something we're getting to, as we say, the clocks are changing. We're getting to the end of winter now. We've got to the end of our cold snap, which means if you're anything like me, you've been making a little bit of art over the course of winter. Let's see what we've got here. Long-time fans will know that I am I work extensively in the realm of tissue art. It's where you take a tissue, you add a little bit of yourself into it, i.e. Spit, phlegm, blood, pus, something of yours with your DNA in it. The two combine and they create the most wonderful shapes and forms, unique, like a snowflake. Look, I mean, the lighting isn't great on that, but if you keep an eye out, because I'm going to be doing a little study on these. But the crevice, it's like looking at the Grand Canyon. It's like looking into the Grand Canyon and just seeing all of the little natural crevices and stuff. It's wonderful, and this is the same. This is the same. It's taking something that other people might think, TB, thank you, right on cue, gross. That's your opinion, TB Douglas. My opinion, that is art. That is art, yeah? And it's recycling, environmental. So thank you very much, Nana. As ever, if you want to send me, anybody can send me, I mean, anything you want, really. I love getting emails. But if you want to send me any travel art, you can email me at iamnotme@gmail.com. Do you want to get on with some answers, guys? Should we get on with some answers here? Because I'm keen to get on with some answers. And we start with yay or nay. We start with yay or nay. The musing, guys. Which artiste would you most like to be arrested with and for what crime? That's what I'm after. That's what I'm after. And I don't want you to, guys, I don't want you to say it out loud. As I've said before, if you say it out loud wherever you're watching this, I can't hear that. I want you to get it in the chat. Yeah? I want you to get it in the chat as we go through the answers to this. Jerry Halliwell, the Spice Girl, Ginger Spice. Has Jerry Halliwell ever been arrested? That's a nay. That's a nay. Of all of the Spice Girls, she had the most colourful pre-Spice Girls life. Some tasteful nudes et al. But not arrested. So well done you, Jerry. If you Google Jerry Halliwell arrested, I can attest that it just comes up with some staged pictures of her pretending to be arrested by some willing policemen, which can confuse the issue a little bit, but she has not been arrested. Number 2, Reese Witherspoon. Has she been arrested? Yay! It was disorderly conduct arrest in 2013 whilst her husband was getting arrested for driving under the influence. Now, if you're looking for a transcript of this, I've got it for you right now. So we've got the trooper says, "Man, get back in the car." Witherspoon says, "You know I'm so sorry." Trooper says, "Man, get back in the car." Witherspoon says, "Can I say something?" Trooper says, "No, man, get back in that car. I'm not going to repeat myself again." Witherspoon says, "I'm pregnant and I need to use the restroom." At that point, Witherspoon was not pregnant. It goes on from there. Trooper, as Witherspoon approaches him, "Ma'am, what did I just tell you to do?" Witherspoon says, "I'd like to know what's going on." Trooper says, "He's under arrest," he being her husband. "If you don't get back in the car," Witherspoon says, "I'm a US citizen and I'm allowed to stand on American ground." Trooper says, "Actually, you're not allowed to do anything." Witherspoon says, "To ask any question I want to ask." Trooper says, "Go ahead. Come on." Moves to handcuff her. Witherspoon says, "You'd better not arrest me." Here we go. And then Witherspoon eventually uttered the infamous, "Okay, you're about to find out who I am." Wow. 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 So thank you very much, Reese. You know, we all say things when we're drunk. Here we go. Number 3, Paul McCartney. That's a big fat yay. He got arrested in 1980 for bringing half a pound of marijuana into Japan. Japan, not a big country for marijuana, so they did not like it. Even though he was in Wings, they arrested him. Number 4, Mark Ruffalo. He likes a bit of marijuana and he likes a bit of protesting, sure, but he's never been arrested. Never been arrested. Maybe he was on the way to being arrested, but he kind of talked his way out of it with his easygoing charm. We'll never know. And then O.J. Simpson is a yay, obviously. So I'm not entirely sure. It may have been late when I wrote that question. I thought I was being quite clever because I was thinking, well, you might not necessarily know that he was arrested and charged with the murder of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ron Goldman. But he was also arrested in 2007 for armed robbery and kidnapping. But obviously he was arrested in 94 as well. So I'm not sure what I was doing there, but that's an easy one. Easy points are still, maybe you second guessed yourself. I don't know. But at 1 point for each one of those you got right. Which artiste would you most like to be arrested with and for what crime? TB Douglas says Jane Fonda for protesting. I think it would be a cool experience and she would know exactly what to do. Absolutely. She's an old hand with protesting as Jane Fonda. They're not going to be able to tell her anything she hasn't been able to hear before. And benefit of being arrested with Jane Fonda, you're always going to look really good in your police mugshot because she's got that great L'Oreal face creams. She knows how to make herself look good. So you get the double bubble. It's always cool to have like a cool mugshot. Yeah, here I Yeah, I'm getting like Bill Gates has one early on when he's a cheeky little chappy. Looks quite fun. But then sometimes you have really bad ones like Nick Nolte or Hugh Grant. So I think Jane Fonda, you're definitely going to be on the better side of the continuum of mugshots. But that's a great suggestion. Cameraman George, Courtney Love for partying too hard. I would live off the story forever. Absolutely. I mean, I'm not 100% sure that partying too hard is a crime in this country. I know that there are certain cultural differences between Mexico and America, George, that you are still getting to grips with, and that's absolutely fine. It's your right as a Mexican. I don't think that's necessarily a crime, but maybe the partying leads to destruction of property, being a disorderly conduct, a la Reese Witherspoon. But yeah, I think Courtney Love. Who knows where an evening with Courtney Love would end up? Across the border, in some kind of dogfighting ring where you're entered into the fight? Who knows? She parties hard. Too hard for some people. TV Douglas, very disappointed in the name dropping. Yeah, absolutely. Me too. Although, if you're rich, I mean, why not? Do you know what I mean? You've got to give it a try. Points all round for those ones, though, guys. Well done if you got any of those. SJ Beck 72, feel free to drop in with one of those musings. That's absolutely fine. There's no rule against it, for God's sake. Let's go on. What did we go for? Iconic art. Iconic art was next. We had what is an element that a movie poster could have that will always get you to double tick, if not go and see the film itself. Don't tell me out loud, guys. Get it in the chat. That's where I want it. That's where I want the answer for that musing. Get it in the chat, please, as we go through the answers to this. Number one, nice and easy. It's a all-white high-top sneaker and a line of fire on the asphalt. It is, of course, Back to the Future. An iconic, one of the most iconic movie posters of all time. Painted by a guy called Drew Struzan. He's done a lot of wonderful work with posters. I heartily recommend you look him up. Drew Struzan. Number two, this might be Drew as well. Same kind of era. And same kind of film in that they're both great. It's Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's Indiana Jones starring in Raiders of the Lost Ark with his iconic man bag. Really doing a lot of work. I'm a fan of a man bag because I don't like a bulging pocket. So Indiana Jones has done a huge amount for those man baggers like myself, who are just sick of getting told you're wearing a purse. Number three, is it a radiator? Is it a Robots 14 pack? Absolutely not. It's a window with blinds. It's The Godfather. There's Marlon Brando, effortlessly walking his way to an Oscar. I say effortlessly because this was, of course, after 1965, where he stopped putting any effort in whatsoever, and it's his right to do so. Number four. What is that? Gosh, what is that? Some kind of snake? Is it some kind of snake? Snakes on the plane? It's planes, all right. It's Airplane twisted into a knot, which is just a taste of the irreverent humor that you can find in that film. Airplane, one of my absolute favorites. Such a great film. Lovely cast with Leslie Nielsen and any of the others. Julie Hegarty. And I didn't just read that. And then number five, final one here. Trickiest one, I think. I tried to get the clearest section of it. Not 100% sure it'll have worked for all of you, but that's what makes it a fun quiz, because there's some questions you know and some you don't. And this one is Chinatown, starring Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway, where his cigarette smoke becomes, I suppose, like the hair of, it's kind of face, kind of like the sun. Faye Dunaway here kind of taking the role of the baby in the sun from the children's TV show Teletubbies. Would have been slightly easier had the eyes been more evocative of a Chinatown. but that's their choice. Maybe would have been culturally inappropriate. So well done if you got those ones right, especially that last one. That one was, I think, quite tricky. So what is an element that a movie poster could have that will always get you to double take? If not, go and see the film itself. TB says, person in shadowy profile with some elements from the movie in the shadow. Moody and mysterious, right up my street. Absolutely. You have the kind of, I can't really do any moody lighting here because it needs to be a bright light for the green screen in the background. But yeah, like a face half in shadow. You think, gosh, that person's got some, he's got some skeletons in the closet. Some answers that they're not being too forthcoming with. Yeah, and then you put some other elements into the post, into the shadows. And you think, gosh, this is a recipe for the film to ask me some questions right at the start of the film and then only answer them right at the end. It's a very simple technique, but it really does work. Really, really does work. Like the film Dude, Where's My Car? Ask the question, hey, where's the car? But then you get into it and then ask the question, really? This is it? And then you get to the end of the film and you say, yeah, that is it. And that's kind of the point. Cameraman George, fast cars and some cool looking sunglasses. Love those kind of films. Easy and entertaining. Cameraman George, long-time viewers have no surprise hearing that. Loves the Fast and the Furious films. Loves him a bit of Tokyo Drift. This is Cameraman George. He's kind of a dichotomy. George loves his kind of arty films. Loves his arty films, but as he says, will also just love to switch that brain off. That big old brain that Cameraman George has got, just loves to switch it off. Fast cars, cool looking sunglasses, and also, as long as his wife's not watching, very attractive young ladies in Daisy Duke things. Very short denim shorts. Not sure if he'd be entirely happy with me sharing that, actually. Sorry, George, if that was told in confidence. Points all round, guys. And then on to the final round. What was the final round? Haikus Day. Oh, Haikus Day. What a wonderful round this one was as well. Learning all about our friends in Nordicland. Or Scandinavia, rather. Who are you spending 30 minutes in a sauna with and why, guys? Who are you spending 30 minutes in a sauna with and why? As we go through the answers to this, haiku number 1. She won an Oscar, not for being Lara Croft. No one ever will. No one ever will. Okay, this is Alicia Vikander. She won an Oscar for, I believe, The Danish Girl. Was that the one that she won an Oscar for? Very possibly. Not for being Lara Croft. She was, of course, Lara Croft in the most recent Lara Croft film. No one ever will, saying that no one's ever going to win an Oscar for being Lara Croft. I don't believe. But also Ava was the role that really brought her to forth in the public consciousness. No one ever will in the film Ex Machina. Wonderful film. It makes you think, do I like robots? When they're played by Alicia Vikander, absolutely you do. So well done if you got that one right. Number 2, this is the best one, guys. I can't stress that enough. For this Dune actress, an impossible mission is never enough. It's Rebecca Ferguson. It's the woman that you might not even know is a Nordic actress. She's Swedish. Very good English accent. She was in Dune. She was Timothée Chalamet's mother in Dune. An impossible mission. She has been in the Mission Impossible series. Again, that was what kind of brought her to the dance, so to speak. She played Ilsa Lund, maybe? Being a sniper in a lovely dress is never enough. The song that she sings in the movie The Greatest Showman. Never enough, never, never, never enough, etc. So, top to bottom, I mean, it flows like a sentence. 3 different movies. It's just wonderful. It's some of my best work this season. Well done if you got that one right. Number 3, Dancing on Her Own made her a dance music queen. Not bad for a bird. TB said that she was struggling with this one. Said that she was struggling. Dancing on Her Own, Dancing on My Own was one of her songs. Made her a dance music queen. She's a big name in the dance music world. Not bad for a bird. Bird spelled with a Y. What other birds could be spelled with a Y? It's Robin. It's Robin. So that one maybe a little bit trickier. A little bit trickier. Not impossible, so I'm not going to apologise for it, but a little bit trickier, certainly. A little bit trickier. Well done if you got that one right. Number 4, Filled with Anxious Thoughts. Most famous for one painting. It's so good you'll scream. Painting, anxious, scream. It is, of course, Mr. Edvard Munch. Mr. Edvard Munch. This one was a bit classier than your movie stars and your dance music stars. But Edvard Munch, largely famous for one painting, as it says, Scream. Which, interestingly enough, fact fans, the scream isn't the person in the painting. The person in the painting is reacting to a scream. It was a moment that happened in Edvard's actual life. So there's a nice bit of trivia that you can use to derail and really put a roadblock in any conversation about that painting. Number 5, a palindrome band named a song for a battle, not a train station. Palindrome reads the same forwards as it does backwards. Named a song for a battle, not a train station. What could be a battle and a train station? What word links both of those? It's Waterloo. It's ABBA. Arguably the most famous Nordic artists of them all. So well done if you got that one right. And then let's go for the musing. Which notable artiste would you be most comfortable spending 30 minutes in a sauna with, and why? What have we got? TB says Keanu Reeves. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen him sweat, except maybe in the John Wick films, but you get the impression that they've kind of put that on him. I feel like he'd be very chill and help me to feel comfortable and relax. I think he'd also impart some wisdom as well. Absolutely. He's a wise dude, sage-like, and he's very, very respectful. I'm sure you've seen the collections of pictures of him taking pictures with female fans where he'll put his arm around them, but it'll always be a fist. It'll always be a fist, just to show other people I'm not trying anything on. Even more than that, I'm deeply uncomfortable with this situation. And credit to Keanu for doing that. That's a great choice, TB. That's a great choice. Cameraman George, Robin Williams, he would make me laugh and feel very comfortable in myself. I think I could learn a lot from his attitude. Absolutely. I would worry a little with Robin. I would worry a little bit having Robin Williams in a sauna. Obviously, he was a man who was blessed with phenomenal body hair. And so I think you're on a real tight time frame of how long Robin Williams can comfortably remain in a sauna before he literally just shrivels up into a little hairy raisin. But that aside, I mean, you're never going to be uncomfortable with Robin until you get to about 20 minutes in and you just think, just calm down, Rob. No, yeah, let's just have a moment of silence, Rob. Let's just chill. Yeah? Cameraman George, also we're both hairy. Yeah, I mean, it's maybe that's some of the wisdom. You could learn a lot from his attitude towards body hair. Absolutely, George. And credit to you for owning that. Anybody else? No, that's a shame. Let's get on back to Maine. SJ Beck 72 really dropped off in this episode. Nana Hobwood, we give the pass to. Airport Wi-Fi, but it's a shame with SJ Beck 72. That's a real shame. Are we done with all our points? Absolutely not. It's time for a minute to win it, guys. Here we go. I set this up right. I did set this up right. Okay. So, fun fact, guys. Fun fact. Today is the 13th of March, Sunday the 13th of March, which might not mean a lot to you, but means a lot to one very special guy out there. His name is Ken, and he is a fictional doll and partner. That's fine, SJ Beck 72. I just want to make sure that you're okay. I want to make sure that you're not falling into drinking or whatever it might be, getting up to trouble. I like to think this show kind of keeps kids off the street. And if you're, if I see you drop off, my first thought is, has SJBX72 gone out and started scratching some cars? Maybe. So I'm glad to see you here. So it is Ken Day. It is Ken Day today. Why is it Ken Day? That I can't tell you. But this is a day that's set aside entirely to celebrate Barbie's erstwhile and current beau, Ken. Ken Day, absolutely. We're a bit dim. You're not dim, SJBX72, unless you're going out scratching cars. Again, I have to point that out. If you're scratching cars, you're dim, because there's no joy to come from that. It's just naughty. It's Ken Day today, and so we are celebrating. And so I have TB Doris, can't believe I forgot it was Ken Day. I know, it's good to have this reminder, isn't it, TB? So you can celebrate privately in a very personal ceremony. So I have got the answer written here. I say written here, it's placed out on a light board, which I'm going to light up at the end of this minute to win it. And we're going to find out if any of you have got the same thing as me. So in honor of Ken Day, I am asking you for, and guess as many times as you want, SJBX72, I'm looking for you here. Guess as many times as you want. There are no wrong answers. Well, there are wrong answers to this one, but it's going to be fun to guess. Because what I'm looking for are jobs that Ken has had. Now, Ken has not had as many jobs as Barbie, but he's had a lot of jobs, and I want you to guess them, because I think someone will be able to guess this. So let's get in. TB Douglas, pilot. What else have we got? It's in here, guys. It's in here. Get it out of my head. Guess what's in my head. What job might Ken have had in one of his many incarnations? What job has Ken had? Doctor. This is good. Architect. We're doing well, guys. We're doing well. SJBX72, feel free to drop in whatever at any time you want. Big game warden. That's a lovely guess, SJBX72. See, we need more of that. Policeman, lovely. Hairdresser, says TD. Great. Photographer. Why not? Oh, we don't have the music. Do we have the? No, we do have the music. That's Rockstar. That's great, TV. That's great. Here we are. We're halfway through, guys. Halfway through. Here we go. What jobs might Ken have had? Maybe think of uniforms and then work from there. Because obviously this is, his knowledge of cartography isn't going to produce a very good doll. So really think of what uniform, what visual jobs could Ken have? Rockstar, skateboarder, farmer, fireman, petrol station attendant, firefighter, policeman. Keep going, guys. Here we go. Last 5 seconds. I believe in you. You can really do it. You can really do it. Last few seconds, guys. I am absolutely spent with that one. Wow. Countdown is done. Minute topic, we're done. Bus driver, lifeguard. Couple of lifeguards in there, TB. Get on there just ahead of SJBX72. That's a great one, though. You can see that with the little, a kind of one of those weird little dinghy things that Mitch Buchanan had in the hit TV show Baywatch. Dentist. Vet, says TB. Guys, I'm going to show you this. And I tell you what you're going to say. I can't believe it's happened again. With the first guess. How does this keep on happening? I think I'm just too good at just pinging these thoughts towards you. I'm too good at just melting my brain into yours. I'm too much of an open book. It's always been my problem. But I say, well done, TB. Well done, TB, for getting that bonus point. Pilot, straight off. Are you looking for proof? If you're looking for proof, I've got proof for you. Are you looking for proof? It's flight time Ken there. And the text at the bottom, pilot, changes into handsome date. Well done, TB, my word. Flight time Ken. It was clearly the obvious choice. So now please tot up your scores, guys, and get them in the chat. Whilst you tot up your scores, I want to remind you guys that in this quiz, we're only competing against ourselves. Okay? There's no point threshold to being smart. If you've got all the questions right that you realistically could have been expected to get right, then you are smart. Art doesn't become successful because of the opinions of others or box office numbers. That's absolutely crazy. It becomes successful when you say, yeah, I think that's great. And so if you think that your performance today was great, then it was great. No two ways about it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, not live, make sure you write down your score and your music answers in the comments below, because I would love to hear how you did. Cameraman George got 10. Well done, you. 1 extra point right. No, you don't get that West Coast point, TB. You're not getting the West Coast point on me. You're getting the 2 extra points for the minute to win it. You get 2 points for that. But you're not getting that West Coast point. SJ Beck 72, 11, double figures. Outstanding work, SJ Beck 72. Although, SJ Beck 72, I hope you're not adding in extra points for the musings, because you didn't put any musings in the thing, which means you don't get points for musings. 2 extra points and 14. That's an outstanding score, TB. That is an outstanding score. Wowzers. What an episode, guys. What a quiz. Not as many people. But we still just had a great time, didn't we? For this Dune actress, an impossible mission is never enough. That's wonderful work. I want to say a special well done to TB Douglas for the high point score. I want to say well done to SJ Beck 72 for withholding the urge to key some cars and to stick with us and not key cars. That's lovely work, TB. Thank you for that. And a well done, I don't think he's watching anymore, but a well done to Nana Hobob for watching during or pre a flight, potentially, at LAX. So well done to all of you guys. You've done a wonderful, wonderful job. I hope you have all had fun. I hope you've all learned a little something and felt creative all at the same time. I am Notme. I am Art, and I hope you'll join me next time, same place, in 2 weeks, guys. No quiz next week. In 2 weeks will be the next one, where you have another opportunity to improve your art and say to yourself, yeah, you know what? I am smart. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers.
So there we go, and well done you, whatever your score might be. I definitely think that you are smart, though prob's not as smart as me. Your art will be better, trust me on this, should be nothing short of sublime. That's why you learn, and don't stop now, I'll see you right here next time. I am smart.